Today we're looking back at a very important tour in Indian cricket history. We're talking about the 2006 tour to South Africa, and it's important because of two very essential reasons. One, because this was the tour where India registered its first ever test victory on South African soil, and secondly, because this was a comeback series for Sourav Ganguly, who had been dropped from the Indian team earlier as a captain and then as a player as well, and this is after his stiff with Greg Chappell. We're going to look back at that tour. I'll give you a view of a fly on the wall because I was there personally in South Africa covering that tour. You're watching Sports Today Rewind. Now, before I look back at that 3-test match series, let me give you some sort of a context to this series. Before India played those 3 test matches, India had already played a limited over one-day series with South Africa, which they had lost 4-0. Then they had played a one-off T20 match, which India won. And you must also remember, this was India's first ever T20 international that they'd played anywhere. So 2006 in South Africa is when they played their first ever T20 international. That, I'm sure, will be a quiz question that you'll get to answer someday. Now, going on to the test series, it was important because firstly you had lost that limited over series, and secondly all eyes were on Sourav Ganguly. Before the 3 tests, India played a practice game that was in Potchefstroom, about 1.5 hours away from Johannesburg. Sourav Ganguly landed in Johannesburg because he was not part of that limited over squad. He landed in Johannesburg and then from there took that drive, about a 1.5 hour drive, and reached Potchefstroom. All the media, including myself, we were there at the practice session covering the Indian practice session. Sourav reached the hotel, and the gentleman who had picked him up from the airport, he told him, "Where is the team?" He said, "They've gone for practice." He wasted no time. He didn't want to rest. He said, "No, I've come directly from India, changed a couple of flights, but I want to go straight to the practice session." He took his kit pack, came to that practice session. As soon as Sourav walked in, the Indian team was practicing. All the cameras went on Greg Chappell and Sourav Ganguly because they wanted to capture that moment of Sourav Ganguly and Greg Chappell. They met, and then Sourav was asked to go and bat in the nets, and he batted in that net. The practice game was very, very essential because India won that practice game by 96 runs. I remember Irfan Pathan was the man of the match. Sourav Ganguly got 83 in the first innings of that practice game. And then he got a duck in the second innings, but he had shown enough of form with that 83 in the first innings to guarantee himself a playing spot come the first test match that was to be played in Johannesburg. Now let's turn our attention to that Johannesburg test match. Now remember, India had never won a test match in South Africa. Before that, India had toured there thrice and had played 9 test matches, had 0 victory. This was the test match that they were to win. Now, stellar rolls by a lot of people. Sourav Ganguly got 51 in the first innings. That was the highest score by an Indian. I remember he was 14 not out after day 1. And there was a press conference after day 1. Greg Chappell was addressing that press conference. And the press conference took place inside a indoor arena where the indoor nets were there. And that's where the press conference was there. Sourav Ganguly came to practice because he was 14 not out. He wanted to practice a bit because he was going to bat the next day as well. When the press conference was about to start with Greg Chappell, he stopped practicing and came over to the press conference because he knew a lot of questions would be asked about Greg Chappell and his equation with Sourav Ganguly, and Sourav wanted to hear all of that. So he stood where the media were, wearing his pads and the bat in his hand, and heard that entire press conference. And of course, questions were asked, but then Greg Chappell answered with a lot of panache in that press conference. Following day, Sourav Ganguly gets a 51. India puts up a decent total there. I think where South Africa lost that test match, 84 all out they were in the first innings. Sreesanth played a stellar role, picked up 5 wickets, set up that lead for India in the first innings. Second innings, it was a masterful 73 by VVS Lakshman that set South Africa a stiff target. Many people will also remember that one incident that happened. Apart from picking up 5 wickets, Sreesanth also hit Andre Nell for a 6, and there was a lot of heated exchange between the bowler, that is Andre Nell, and the batsman at that time, Sreesanth. And after hitting him for a 6, because he was sledged earlier, Sreesanth did that dance with the bat in his hand, the visuals that went viral. That also happened in this test match. Second innings, India won that test match. Sreesanth again got 3 wickets. Zahir Khan also got those 3 wickets. It was a monumental day for Indian cricket when they registered their first win. But from there on, the tour didn't take the turn that the Indian team would have wanted to take. They go on to Durban and they lose the test match there. So what happened in Durban? India lost that Durban test match by 174 runs. Sreesanth once again was the star of the show. He picked up 8 wickets combined in both the innings. But India in the second innings were 170 odd all out. Not too many 50s for India. If I remember, it was 50 for Sachin. And Lakshman in the first inning. That was a good total, but after that there was no 50 in the second innings, and which is why India folded out very easily, and South Africa won that second test by 174 runs. The series were tied then, and then all eyes shifted to Cape Town. Now that's a test match where India started well, got 400 plus, I think 411 or 414 in the first innings, all thanks to Wasim Jafar's 100. But from there on, it was downhill for India because in the second inning, there were 169 all out. And then South Africa had to chase about 211 to win, which they managed with 5 wickets in hand and won that test match easily. In the second innings, I think out of the 5 wickets that fell, Zahir Khan got 4. But India ended up losing that test match on the 5th day in Cape Town, and thereby lost that test series 2-1, but still memorable because of the win that they got in Joburg. What happened to Sourav Ganguly after that? As I mentioned, he was dropped for about 11 months, made a comeback here in Joburg, and from there on went on to play after that Joburg 23 test matches for India. He finished with 113 test matches in his career, but played 23 after that Joburg test match, before which he was dropped for a long period of time. What did the Indian team do after this disappointment in South Africa in 2006-07? The next foreign tour was to England, and they registered a win there, winning that series 1-0. You all remember that win that they got in Nottingham. Zahir Khan was the pick of the bowler. I think he got a total of 9 wickets, was the man of the match. India won that test match in Nottingham. The remaining 2 matches were drawn. And what start happened winning overseas in South Africa, they carried it forward to England. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sports Today Rewind. We'll keep bringing you such stories from various other important tours on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to it.